with the current administration. You will get them trying to wade into the politics of another province on like a social issue, or they won't show up to a menorah lighting because I guess that's not like politically correct to do at the moment. That's the funny thing. And they can't fill potholes.
So what you're really talking about is getting back to the basics. And, I think what's important is, people talk about city politics should be boring. Yeah, it should be boring. Your job is to make sure potholes are filled, garbage is picked up. You're, coming up with policy for infrastructure and, planning and all of that. I think, it's really important to listen, not lecture with your constituents, and really just park the ideology. I'm running in this seat and I'm here to serve every single person, every human, whatever flag you fly under, whatever belief you may have. I am just here to be an elected official and a mayor to serve you. That is called public service. And that's why I do believe a lot of elected officials that in this term are quitting. It's an unheard of job. It's unheard of that people just after one term leaving. This is public service. I couldn't have imagined while I was working in administration and someone coming to the counter when I was doing permits and saying, I can't serve you because we don't believe in the same thing. That doesn't happen. Or when I was a lifeguard and jumping in the water to save a child because, we weren't the same. That is unheard of. You're a public servant, and that is why you chose to run, and that is why I choose to serve. And that is why I'm here. And so I park my ideology, I park my personal beliefs. Those are saved for dinner table conversations with my family and, and things like that. Like, this is not what the horseshoe is all about, and it shouldn't be, and that needs to change. And that is the big change we're hearing at the doors. I pride myself on being raised by really good parents, and we have a big family. And I think that a lot of my values instilled in me come from my mom and dad, who came here as immigrants and knew the struggles they had in Europe, but then came to Canada and had those struggles and wanted a good life for their children. And I saw that every day. And I would say my parents work really hard to support us. And I know that I work really hard with, to support my family and my children. And I think that's important. And I resonate with people when they tell me, I'm a child of immigrants too. And like, we talk about certain things and how our families, and it's just about being a public servant and serving basic quality life things like clean water, snow clearing, garbage pickup, safety, things like that. If people don't want to go to celebrations because they're not a belief of a certain religion, that's on them.